Boxes. Boxes. Boxes are old. Boxes are lame. Boxes are sold 2023. Well, it's 2025, and 2025 is all about the mystery packs. If you want to know what I'm talking about, stay tuned for that intro. Back. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so when I do put out some content, you get it in a timely fashion. Alright, so you saw me, talking about boxes, and then you saw me with the mystery pack. So what in the hell was I talking about? Well, today on YouTube, on Instagram, on BRY'S Comics page, he launched a pre-sale for his pre-sale BRY'S Comics trading pack. So some people have already seen this on those social medias. Some people have I talked to in the messaging on IG and so forth. I saw this randomly on Instagram and I was like, what is this? So apparently this is something that BRY has been working on for quite some time. If you're not familiar with BRY'S Comics, he's pretty well known in the comic book community. He's a retailer. He's had some incentives in the past. He's had mystery boxes. He buys collections and so forth. So he's doing something a little different today. Well, not today, but he's been working on something different. And he announced that he's going to be doing these comic book 3-packs. And let's talk a little bit about it. And then we'll get someone's take on it on YouTube, and then we'll get my take. So the pre-sale launched today. This is January 17th, right? Yep. You're doing a pre-sale BRY'S Comics trading pack, chance at an Amazing Fantasy 15, rare variants, and golden tickets. So we'll talk a little bit about this. We'll move this over. Just so I can show you guys some of the stuff. And just go from there. So first thoughts on it. These are not trading cards. It looks like a trading card pack, similar to what I just had here with the these Pokemon Prismatics, which actually also debuted today globally for purchase. We'll talk a little bit about that later, but these are actually comic book trading packs, similar to what Whatnot did last year. Whatnot had extreme success doing these comic book packs that came with some really rare exclusives and so forth from modern comic books that just came out from Marvel. And because of that big success, BRY took it upon himself to do one for his channel. And so these comic book trading packs, from what I watched on his video, I had to do a little bit more research, because when I saw these on first glance, I was like what the hell, what are these, like why? And so it says on there, comic trading pack, first series contains 3 comics plus golden ticket. Find a golden ticket redeemable for one of these big Silver Age books. Over $60,000 in prizes alone. So yeah, at first glance, you got some big books there. Can I zoom in a little bit? Yes, I can. Here's an Avengers 1, Hulk 181, Journey to Mystery 83, Fantastic Four, number 5, First Doom, Giant Size X-Men number 1, Amazing Fantasy 15 at a 1-0, an X-Men 1, an ASM 1, Marvel Spotlight 5, and a Daredevil 1. And also including BRY'S gift cards. So there'll be 10 winners at $500 a piece, and that will be redeemable at his store, which I'm on right now. Let's talk a little bit about the packs itself. What are they going to have in there? So these are, like I said, these are going to be through Marvel. These are going to be all his store exclusive. Well, not his store exclusives, right? I don't think so. I could be mistaken. I don't know, but these are, each pack contains a random selection of 3 unreleased variants of the following. Okay, so I believe these are all of his store exclusives then. So that is Hulk issue number, oh, Red Hulk. Is that Red Hulk number 1? You got One World Under Doom number 1. You got Deadpool Wolverine number 1. New Champions number 1. Are these going to be all number 1s? Ultimate Wolverine number 1, which is going to be I think the hot book in here that everyone's going to want to chase. Some of these variants. So these are all obviously retail exclusives. So normally what happens for you or any one of us to get a retailer exclusive, you have to buy a minimum of 3,000 books through Marvel. And then you can distribute the exclusives any which way you want. So you would have to contact Marvel, and say how you want it distributed. So it looks like in his case he did 1,500 for each for the trade dress, 1,000 Virgin, 300 Midnight. I don't know what that is. 175 Black and White, and then a 26 Color Splash. That's pretty cool. And I believe he said in the video he's going to be keeping one of each of these color splashes, so it's going to be actually 25 distributed. Which I don't blame him. I do the same if if I made these ultra, I guess artificial scarcity books. I'd want to keep one myself, just for kicks. And it tells you here at the bottom the odds: trade dress, Virgin, the 300, the 175, the 25. And then the golden tickets. Obviously, everybody's going to be gunning for the golden tickets. You got a 1 in 250 chance. And then the packs start. Well, the packs are $65. So you can pre-order them now on his page. And then when they, I guess when they get fulfilled, they'll start shipping out March 1st. So it's limited to 5,000. Let's get a quick calculator, just to calculate that out for you guys, how much revenue he'll be expected to make, assuming they sell out. Any guesses offhand before we tally this out? It's going to be probably, I don't know, 350,000? Let's take a guess. I was close. Okay, $325,000 in gross revenue. Assuming he sells out of these 5,000, which I think he has a good chance. So obviously these exclusives, you get 3 books in a pack. There's going to be randomly distributed from what he said on his page. And there's some cool stuff on there, to be honest. From what I read in his email, he shot Marvel a bunch of emails trying to make exclusives, and then he got shot down quite a bit asking for specific artists. And then he was able to get some In-Hyuk Lee and some Ivan Tao, I believe, from his exclusives on there. And let's see, just going down. Yeah, you got In-Hyuk Lee, One World Under Doom. You got the New Champions, and one is done by Sawi. I've never heard of this individual artist. Ultimate Wolverine by David Mack. I'm a big fan of David Mack. I got to meet him at Terrificon. Really nice guy. I can't say this is probably not one of his best works, even though I do appreciate his watercolors. This is not feeling that one, at least. This one's kind of plateful in colors. It almost reminds me of oh geez, that one artist I do not like. I will have to put it in there after, because I'm drawing a blank. That's how much I don't like this artist. And this one's a cool one. I do like the Deadpool Wolverine, but I think everybody's kind of over Deadpool Wolverine. And the Red Hulk is cool. I can't really go wrong with that. So yeah, everybody's going to be probably gunning for either the Ultimate Wolverine because of the spec, or I think the this One World Under Doom, because usually there's been some pretty good stories from One World, from Doctor Doom. Everybody likes Doctor Doom in general. But that's beside the point. What is everybody going to be gunning for is these golden tickets. So you got an Amazing Fantasy 15, 1.0, valued at 14K. X-Men 1, 4.5, valued at 9,500. Journey to Mystery 83, 4.0, valued at 7,500. ASM 1, 1.8, valued at 4,800. FF 5, 3.0, 4,800. Marvel Spotlight 5, 9.0, nice high grade. 4,600, Hulk 181, 7.0, 3,500, Daredevil 1, 4.5, 2,900, and Giant Size X-Men, CGC 6.5, 1950. And then last but not least, Avengers 1, 3.0, 2,150. So everyone's going to be gunning for those. What he mentioned in his video was that to account for the remainder of the books, he's going to have a third-party company go in there and personally have them shred the rest of the books and get a certificate of authenticity that these books were actually shredded. So props on him. He's been very transparent. A lot of people will always question that. Certain retailers don't destroy the rest of those books and then they somehow later reappear for sale. So he's going to be transparent. He's going to provide a certificate of each of the, each of the 5 different books that are going to be destroyed. He's also going to be providing COAs for each of the limited exclusives, and I believe there was something else. But he fully transparent. He spent, I think he said it was like a lot of money. Obviously, a lot of money up front. You gotta pay for all these books up front. You gotta pay a company to do this wrap that we saw here, the wrap, the comic book packs. Obviously, you got to pay somebody to do that. You got to pay somebody to heat shrink the seals and so forth. That costs a lot of money up front. He's taking a big gamble, and I respect him for that. Because it takes a lot of capital to do this, and hope that it hits. He does have a good following, so yeah. I did want to point out there was a video, obviously, if you saw from the intro, that Swaggle House, what do you call it? He did an announcement, I guess, per se. So I'll get you some of the snippets on that, and then I'll talk about it. That's so lame. Let's go. Let's fast forward a little bit, and then I'll give you my thoughts on Swaggle, and then go from there. So he oh, for fuck's sakes. So then he talks about briefly the Whatnot packs and kind of like his, I guess, validity for it, that even this far later, months later from the release from New York Comic Con and so forth, that they're still selling. You see a box of 3 packs here selling for $500. There was a single pack sold for $269, and I thought that was pretty interesting that it still had some staying power, to be honest. But people are buying just for the sealed packs. You get the regular books; they're not really selling for much because people were chasing those specific like scarce golden foils, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so like I said previously, he has done mystery boxes before. He's put some nice chase books in there, and I think he's betting on himself that they will do well because he's putting more chases, and he's added even more chases in this time. Because at first glance, you look at those exclusives, the 3 book. I don't really get enticed by buying a ticket, buying a mystery box for $65, looking at those books, because me personally, it just doesn't do it for me. So yeah, here he's talking about like yeah, how there's going to be X amount of packs, and then he's going to like reveal potentially if somebody pulled an AF-15 or somebody pulled a Hulk 181, then they know like potentially there's only X amount of packs left. Well, the odds have either significantly increased, so I'm going to spend a little bit more on the secondary market, similar to what they did in Whatnot. But from what I recall in the video, he's not going to, I guess, I don't recall if he said he wasn't going to release initially what books have been pulled, or he's just going to have the person contact him and then wait till either they all sell out and then announce it. But I forget. But you get the drift. So like if you know that the top prize has already been pulled, like say within the first week, then you're less likely to buy more mystery boxes because the top prize, the top chase, is already gone. So if I remember correctly, and he said he wasn't going to announce it initially, it's a smart thing on his side. If not, obviously it really hurts because you don't want to find out that the top 2-3 books, the chase books, are already gone. So yeah. So enough on that. That's what do you call it? Swaggle House's take. My take on that was he was a little too reserved. He kind of like set in the middle on his announcement on BRY'S mystery packs. Obviously BRY and Swaggle House are friends. So they have obviously a little bit of a relationship behind the scenes. If you didn't know, he said it in the video, Swaggle House, when he did his release Sanity, BRY actually, paid for an exclusive himself, and had his, his little YouTube channel icon on the back of the book. So obviously he paid a decent amount to do that. But one interesting take is that he didn't really give an opinion on it. He just, said in the video, interesting. This is going to be interesting. Well, it's like that's kind of a cop out. Like, actually provide a stance. Don't like middle it, because that looks really silly. It almost seems like he's not like, okay, this is cool. We'll see what happens. Never once mentioned in there that he was going to actually buy a pack and support his buddy. I think he could have actually done that, said it in the video. Hey, I'm going to buy 5 packs for you, support my buddy BRY and his, this huge opportunity, a big thing that no one's really, taken on before. He kind of just like stayed quiet on that, which I thought was kind of a slap in the face. Me personally, if you had a buddy that supported my book, I'm going to, support you as well. Even if I don't want the books myself, maybe I'll buy 5 and I'll just give them away to people in the channel. So, yeah, me personally, I'm not a fan of them, of mystery boxes. I bought them in the past. They almost never meet return. And I often don't get books that I actually like. Maybe a couple here and there, but I end up even, leaving a bad taste in my mouth, or I have to resell them, or it is what it is. I know a lot of people will buy him. He does have a huge following, and a lot of people do like his content, so they're going to obviously, regardless if they like him or not, they're going to want to play the chase and see if they can get the books. But that's what it is. Me, I will not be buying them. I'm not a big fan of the chase. I've never bought anything from BRY'S Comics before. I think he's a great guy, but he doesn't really, those books don't really entice me. Like the 3 packs, like my luck, because the odds are against me, I'd get one of those packs and then I'd be just disgusted, knowing that I'm gonna have to resell the books, because I just don't have any interest in them. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought, about this 3-pack from BRY'S Comics. Will you be buying some? Will you not be buying some? Comment down below. I'm, always more than happy to have a conversation. So until next time, Mark's with the Comics, out.